Farmers have officially fucked around, and we have officially found the fuck out now, guys. I am on the verge of bankruptcy. I'm on the verge of tears. Overnight, all of my help fled. My help, out of fear for their safety, their lives, they fled. And now I am left out here standing in my unharvested carrot field. It is January, and I'm in Kansas, and this is when carrot harvest goes in Kansas. This field should be full of workers, but all my workers left. And who the do you think is to blame for that? Every single one of them left. Now I have to by myself try to fill that truck with a load of carrots in one day, and I can't do that, guys. I have to get these carrots to market by next week, or my contract is terminated. This is $936,000 worth of carrots right here, and I can't pick them by myself. If they're unharvested, I will get kicked out of that contract, and I will get sued by the Planters Loves Carrots company.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
we don't care.
Yeah, shalom, Akim. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. Hey, double honor to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation for the hopeful elect Akim that's pushing his work. Peace to the elect out there. This Tyler Doc for the GMS Los Angeles camp. Coming back to you with another video. So you see the Edomite farmer, you know, crying me a river, man. You know, he's crying because he has no workers to till the ground. Okay? And this is part of prophecy, man. This is part of the beginning of sorrows. Even though Esau is calculating all this, you know, he put in this part of his plan, okay, to have complete control of everything. You know what I'm saying? This is going to lead to what? Famine and various other things, man, because right now there's no jobs out there because you got ICE out there nabbing up the Northern Kingdom, and usually the Northern Kingdom the ones that be picking the starvers, that be farming for these so-called white people. But you know, you got so many guys, so many Northern Kingdoms out there working for the so-called white man in their farm fields. Now that ICE is nabbing them, now the farmers can't do their job, man. You know, he need to pick up that shovel, do his own fucking work, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, this is part of that no work for Egypt, and it's coming, okay? And this is all, it's really all of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, plain and simple, man. Now, this is a prelude for what's to come, okay? The so-called white man, Esau Edom, will lose everything, and Jacob is going to gain everything. Like it says in the scriptures in Esdras, it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the begin of it that followeth. So when I saw that video, what I was thinking was rich man, Lazarus and the rich man. Lazarus and the rich man. I'm gonna get to that, but this is gonna be a quick lesson because what I saw, he was crying. He gonna lose his business. He owes. Well, you know what? Tough titty, man. Okay, because the so-called white man Esau Edom, his kingdom is almost up. All right, we just waiting for these few prophecies to get done, man. You know what I'm saying? We're waiting. All right, so this is Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Who's the keepers of the house? That's the so-called white man, Esau Edom, the super rich, okay? Right now they're trembling because they're losing businesses right now, all right? They're losing workers that can't tend to their business anymore, all right? They got to do things themselves. They're constantly losing money each day and losing contracts each day, all right? So right now they're trembling. So let's read. Give me a sec. In that day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. What's those grinders? It's talking about these jobs, all right? They're ceasing because there's only a few. There's only a few jobs out there that's left, all right? And a lot of the warehouse jobs, it's starting to lose business too, because right now they're at the first quarter, so business is slow, and plus with the tariffs is not helping, all right? And plus with those ICE agents out there nabbing up the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom as of February 3rd, Levi is going to get it, okay? These jobs is not out there anymore, man. You got so many of our people that comes to this place, that comes to Babylon the Great with no paperwork, nothing, not a lick of English, and they work under the table. So guess what? They coming after those people that work under the table. All right. And guess what? Esau knows this, man. That's why he be using our people that has no education, no lick of English, that don't have any paperwork. They take advantage of it and give them cheap labor. So guess what? The Lord's taking that away, man. Plain and simple. So let's read. And the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. See, now 2/3 of our own people trust in America, and right now they can't even find a job. Okay, they can't even find the most cheapest job, not even a fast food restaurant type of job. They can't even get that. All right. So all the education they went through, the college, high school, college, and degrees, masters, and extra schooling for their future, guess what? Now they have a hazy future. They can't see what they're gonna do. That's what it means. The windows shall be darkened, because their future is looking real hazy right now. They put all that work for what? They put all that education for what? To lose. So they can't really see how their future is going to be. All right, so let's read. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. It's talking about these jobs. And that so-called white man, Esau Edom, that's crying because he has no workers to do his contractual work that he had a contract with. He's going to lose it. All right, so let's read. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. What's that voice of the bird? It's talking about your modern day alarm clocks, all right? Roosters. Back then, it was roosters that used to cock around 4:30 or 5 in the morning. I heard that in my neighbor's house, man. Okay? He got fucking chickens and shit. But what it's talking about is your modern day alarm clocks. People usually wake up and go to work. Now, it's over, man. You got nobody to till the ground. You got nobody to pick your strawberries. You got nobody to pick your corn. Guess where it goes? It goes to those trucks right to the supermarkets. All right? Okay, so let's read. And the daughters of music shall be brought low. That's going to something different. So let's get to the next scripture. This is 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. You know, like I said, this is a prelude for what's to come. All right? This is a prelude, and it's happening. You know, when there's little leaks, and there's, you know, through the spirit, you can see what's going to happen, what's going to roll, what's the future of Babylon the Great, America. So let's go to 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. I'm going to start at verse, let me see. Let's start at verse 24. All right. There should be no man left to till the earth. Who's that talking about? Your farmers. All right. So who's been working on those farms? Our people, Israelites, these so-called nigger, Latino, Native Americans. They the ones who be working on those farms. All right. There should be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. There should be no, the trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? So that's the thing. He's over crying because he has no workers to take care of his job. All right. Because he has contracts with various companies and he has to meet the number. But he has no workers out there to till the earth or to pick the fruits. None of that. All right. He's going to have to do it himself. Let's read. The tree shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. That's what's rolling. You know, all the men that's doing this hard work, they gone. They in those concentration camps as of now. But this is a prelude for what's to come in 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. That's going to come when civil unrest reaches here, man. And guess what? Through the scriptures and through prophecy, it's going to reach here. All right. So right now, you're seeing a prelude of beginning of sorrows right now, and it gave me that Lazarus and the rich man vibes. That's what's going to roll. Okay. This is the reason why I pulled the scripture. I quoted the scripture. I think it's 2nd Ezra 6th chapter verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth. All right, so let's get to that real quick. I'll close it on that. All right, I'm going to go to Luke, the 16th chapter. All right, Luke, the 16th chapter, and we're going to start at 19. All right, Luke 16 and 19, and it reads, there was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen. So this is a parable that Yahushua was speaking about, okay, that he was teaching. All right, this is a parable. The rich man represents the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. This is his kingdom right now. He's ruling, all right? There was a certain rich man which clothed in purple and fine linen and fared sumptuously every day. So if you look at it right now, right, if you look at today's so-called white man, Esau, Edom, that's living in Beverly Hills, that's living in these mansions, that's living in these islands, that it takes 20 miles for you to get to the front door. They living voluptuously here in America, okay, and throughout the whole earth, in Europe and other places, all right? They living good because this is their kingdom right now, all right? Let's read. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus. So that beggar represents who? You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, similar Indians, you Israelites. You are the beggar here on this planet right now, all right? Because we're under heavy curses, because we disobeyed Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai first and foremost. All right, so let's read. So there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate full of sores, and desiring to be fed with crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Are we eating the crumbs off the rich man's table? We're working on these warehouses. We're working in these hospitals as nurses. We working at these farms. We're working at these construction sites. Keep building Babylon. We're getting the crumbs off the rich man's table right now. All right, so let's read. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. So who those dogs represents? The dogs represents the other nations, man. I'll give you a perfect example. 7-Eleven, Shell, Chevron, the 99-cent stores, the Dollar Tree, Vim's. All these other nations run these little stores, man, and these gas stations. So guess what? They've been taking advantage of our people, all right? That's what it means that the dogs lick our sores. They constantly take advantage of our people and feed us bullshit too. And while we working for dirty-ass, low-ass wages, man, okay? While they making millions of dollars and billions of dollars. Let's read. And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torment. So basically this has been a switcheroo, right? Because right now, the so-called white man's heaven is a so-called black and Hispanic man's hell, and a Native American man's hell. Do you get my drift? All right, so let's read. So right now, when I read when I quoted the scripture, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth, that means we're going to rule, and guess who's going to be the beggar? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. So it's going to be like a trading places. So the little video you seen is a prelude for what's to come. The so-called white man is going to have nothing but tears, fear, and anguish, man. So let's read. I hate when this thing keeps on. Gotta take that screensaver off thing real quick. All right, and he cried and said, Father Abraham, this is talking about the rich man, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in his flame. It's not talking about your spiritual hell. It's not talking about your hell that's underneath, man. It's talking about the hell that he's going to catch during our rule, okay? The so-called white man's not going to have any type of mercy whatsoever. Why? Because he haven't shown us any mercy throughout the history. All right? Am I lying? Check it out yourself. But Abraham said, Son, remember thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented. So you see the switcheroo is going to be a trading places, man. So what you see with that white man crying and complaining, that's a prelude for what's to come for his future. Plain and simple, it's going to be pure captivity and pure hell that he's going to receive. All right. I'm going to read this again. But Abraham said, son, remember thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted. Lord willing, we're the hopeful elect. We're going to be comforted, man. That real rest. All right, let's read. And thou art tormented. And besides all this, between us and you, there is a great gulf fixed. What does that mean? That great gulf fixed, man. It's between Jacob and Esau. All right. So that they will not pass from hence to you cannot. Neither can they pass to us that will come from thence. All right. This is all it's been about, man. All right. So right now we're in a captivity under Esau, Edom, and the other nations, our people. But that time is coming when that captivity is going to be taken off of us, man. And guess what? Guess who's going to serve captivity? The so-called white man and the other nations, man. They're going to catch that hell. So as you see through that clip, this is a prelude for Esau, Edom's future. No, but bitterness, crying, and anguish, man. That's his future. All right? So I just want to do a quick lesson on that. I hope your brothers and sisters were edified. To then, another video. Shalom.